Welcome back. In this video, we're going to explore the concept of volume. And volume is how much of a solid or liquid can we fill in a particular container. And volume is three dimensions. It's not only length and width, but it's height. Okay? And that's why volume will always be in cubic units, because it's three dimensions. Now, instead of just the length times the width, we have included the height. So if we have feet, feet, and feet, well, feet times feet times feet is feet cubed. So the volume of something, like I mentioned before, is how much can we put into it. So we can fill this with water, but first thing we have to do is cover the entire bottom. Well, that is the concept of surface area. So if I just put a very little bit of water here, just enough to cover the bottom of my prism, that would be like length times width. And I'm just covering that surface area. But then I would take more length times width, and I would stack them on each other. Length times width, length times width, length times width, and stack, 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 stack. And that fills my container with a particular volume of liquid. So length times width times height is the volume of my prism. But that works for any prism whatsoever. Okay? So it turns out that our volume is really the area of the base, length times width, times the height. But our bases are not always rectangles. Here we have an octagonal base, okay, a regular octagon down there. Or we might have a triangular base. But our volume is still, this is going to be a little more challenging, it's still going to be the area of the base times the height. So the area of the triangle times the height. So a cylinder, well, I've got a round base, but it too, its volume will be the area of the base. Cover that base. So now a circle, pi r squared to pi r squared, pi r squared, pi r squared. So the area of the base times the height until that's completely filled. So volume, whether it's round like a cylinder or square like a prism, it's still the area of the base times the height. So you better know your area formulas to help you find the volume. And we'll get some more practice with volume when I see you in class.